Good morning. It's cold. It's so cold. And it's usually the warmest room in the house. But it's cold. So we're gonna talk today. Did y'all see that? What was that? Is that just my hair shining? Lord have mercy. I'm 43 years old. I have not colored my hair. And I'm starting to see all the gray. And it just shines. That light hits it. It looks like something's in my hair, but it's just my hair. Anyway, we're going to talk excuses today. Because it's so easy to make excuses, isn't it? Like, it's even easier to make excuses and call them reasons or explanations when really it's just excuses. So I think, a lot of us bigger people, we really do hurt. Our joints hurt. Our bodies hurt I was going to say for no reason, but I mean for obvious reasons, It's a lot that we're putting on our bodies. We're putting a lot of pressure on our joints. We're putting a lot of pressure on, our spine, and it just hurts. It hurts to move. It hurts to not move, to sit, it just, we're sore a lot. And so it's really easy to get caught up in the excuse game, because we really do hurt, but at the same time, a lot of the time, if we got up and moved just a little bit, I'm not talking about like getting up and doing P90X from the couch, that's not what I mean, but a lot of the time, if we would just get up and move, and work the kinks out, it helps, it helps to juice up the joints, lubricate them and get things moving along. But because in our minds, we hurt and we think, well, it's going to hurt more if I get up and move, because it probably will, to be honest with you. And where were we? I had a little bit of an interruption. Some movement, the movement excuse that we do. We give ourselves a lot of room for I can't, is really what we do. Excuse me. Y'all, I have year-round allergies. Year-round. Literally, when they did my allergy test, I was like, the highest you can be is an 11, and I was a 7 across the board. So winter just makes it so much more fun. Anyway, so what we do as bigger people, are, a lot of people do it, to be honest with you. You don't just have to be a bigger person. We just tend to get called out for it more. We'll come up with reasons. I can't do that. That's the number one. The number one excuse I hear people say, and they really believe it, is I can't. And it drives me crazy, because you limit yourself so much by fear and anxiety of what you can't do. And what you can't do is 100% of what you won't try. So if you don't get up and move, and I mean, like I said, I'm not talking about getting up and doing P90X. I'm talking about get up, walk a circle around your living room one time and sit down. You moved. You did something more than if you had just sat on the couch all day long, right? So you got a little bit of movement. Well, every hour, get up and do that. You can do it. I mean, unless you actually have a disability that keeps you from getting up to walk around your living room, like a real disability that keeps you from getting up and walking around your living room. And even then, y'all, if you can move your arms, or if you can move something, try to move. Try to move your arms more than you normally do. I did a video the other day of me sitting to do my workout, because we have a lot of people that they honestly have trouble getting up. Like, they really are at a disability that they can't get up. And so I completely get that. That is real. I'm not talking about that, though. I'm talking about, people like me, who we know we can get up off the couch. We can go walk 3 miles easy. Maybe not easy, but we can do it. But we make excuses. It's too cold. I'm tired. I had a bad day. I just don't feel like it. Not today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it when it warms up again. I can't do it. I can't get myself off the couch. I'm too depressed. I can't. I have the kids at home. I have my kids. What am I going to do? They're little. You can do it. You can do it. Unless you have something that is really, honest to God, holding you back, you can do it. I'm calling you out right now. I'm here to call you out. It is cold outside. It is cold. It's freezing. My little toesies off right now. Y'all, my knees are cold. Do your knees get cold? Isn't that so weird? Like, I've always heard about, like your fingers, your nose, your feet, even your butt. But my knees get cold. It's weird. Anyway. There is always a way. And, I know people hate hearing where there's a will, there's a way. But it is so true. If you really want it, you're going to do it. So it's so much easier if you want to go to McDonald's and get that cheeseburger to get up off the couch and be like, cold be damned. I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to go. Than it is to say, low quality of life be damned. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do a 5-minute workout. Yeah. It really is just choice. It is how much you are willing to put into it. What level of commitment, what level of dedication, what level of effort, what level of energy, what level of willpower are you willing to put into yourself? So instead of making excuses, I don't think I can do that because, groceries are expensive. And boy, are groceries expensive. I am not downplaying that right now. Everybody in America is about to have to start taking out personal loans, small loans, just to start buying groceries. It's not what I'm saying. But, so, let's say you can only afford hamburger helper meals, okay? I get it. I really, really do. So, if all you can afford are hamburger helper meals, grab a bag of lettuce to go with it, okay? And not iceberg. You need to get romaine or spinach or kale. And make a side salad to go with it. And then make your portion of the hamburger helper just a little bit smaller, okay? Don't go back for seconds. And I know this is hard. I know it is. Excuse me. But make your more dense portion your salad. Okay? So you want to fill up on things that have fiber and that have vitamins and all kinds of nutrients and protein. So if you can add like a hard-boiled egg to your salad, or if you can add like some kind of meat, a chicken tender, something, anything. Chickpeas, are there? Yeah, I like chickpeas in my salads. So instead of making the excuse of it costs a lot to eat healthy, which it can, so I'll explain that a little bit more in another video, because that's a whole nother can of worms. But instead of having the excuse of you can't afford it, just modify what you can afford. So if you're making stuff that other people are going to say, that's not diet food. Well, you don't have to have diet food. You don't have to, buy avocados and have this big list of stuff that you need to be putting into each meal. You can keep it simple and still lose weight. You just have to watch your portion control, and you need to move. Get up and walk around your living room. So, and then there are those that are like, well, I just really don't like healthy food. I don't like broccoli. I don't like avocado. I don't like chicken. I don't like turkey. I don't like, food that isn't deep fried. It takes 2 weeks, I think, for your palate to change. Excuse me. Don't sneeze, don't sneeze, don't sneeze. Okay. Are we safe? I think we're safe. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you a story. When I first started in 2012, y'all like my shirt? 80s babies. When I first started in 2012, okay, this is going to sound so silly, but I literally had never stopped to think about nutrient-rich foods, nutritious value. I really just, if I wanted it, I ate it. No idea that, a can of Chef Boyardee wasn't healthy, wasn't good for you. So I started reading, and all these foods, quinoa, bell peppers, avocado, these things I had never eaten, ever. I wanted it to work so bad. I wanted to not allow myself excuses to get out of doing what I was learning was right for my body. So instead of, I don't like that, I literally would buy these things that I had never tried and try them over and over and over again until I developed a taste for them. So it took me, cottage cheese is another one. The thought of cottage cheese, y'all, it's wet cheese. The thought of that on my tongue would make me gag. Now, I love cottage cheese. Give it to me any way that you can, I will take it. If it's savory, if it's sweet, if it's by itself, I'm gonna eat it. And it's high protein. So, the first time that I ever ate a bell pepper, I took a bite, and it has like, if you're not used to it, it has like that little tingle on your tongue sensation, and it's bitter, I guess. Is that it was rough, okay? I remember gagging and having to put it down and spit it out in the trash. But I kept the pieces that I had cut up in a baggie, and I would go back to them, like, I think at first it was like every other day. and I would take a bite. It might have been every day. I would take a bite, okay? And if I had to spit it out, I would spit it out, but I would go back. And I ended up retraining my palate to like all of these foods that I could not stand. Avocado, y'all, I'm a texture person, okay? So it starts out and it's kind of firm, and then it mushes, and I don't know what it was about it, because now I love it, so I can't really exactly remember. But I remember avocado was hard for me. It was even harder than the peppers. But now, man, I get me an avocado, I cut that baby open, I smush it all over my toast, put some pepper, some everything, bagel seasoning, whatever I've got that day, and I am going to tear it up. Love avocado. I add it to everything. I add avocado to my eggs, to my salads. I will add it to my rice. I love avocado. I'm not even kidding. What else was there? Dark chocolate. I have had a very, very bad relationship with dark chocolate, because I'm a milk chocolate girl. You know, it's sweet. You don't want bitter chocolate, but dark chocolate is better for you. Milk chocolate is not good for you. So I had to change it, and that took a long time. I was never a soda drinker, so I can't really speak on that. Every now and then, y'all, I don't know, but for whatever reason, Johnny will come in with one of his Coke Zeros or his Dr. Pepper Zero or whatever he's got for the day, and something will tell me, you want that. So I'll take a sip, and I'll say, this happens so much. I will say, can I have one? Can I have one with my dinner, please? And he'll look at me and he'll be like, sure. And he'll give me one of his sodas. And y'all, I will drink about maybe this much of it, like maybe a third of the can. And he'll look at me and I'll be like, I tried. I thought I wanted it. And he'll laugh and he'll be like, I knew you weren't going to drink it. Because I am a water drinker. I have been. Johnny Arnold. He just texted me. His birthday was yesterday. He just texted me and said, I'm less than an Aiden, who is 10. I'm less than an Aiden away from getting senior discounts. You think he's feeling his age today, y'all? He woke up and it just hit him, I guess, and he had to text me. Anyway, so he's such a goober. Y'all, this is why I keep him around. I've always been a water drinker. My mom was really big. I don't know. There's stuff all over this sweater. My mom was really big on water, drinking water. And I don't know if it's because we were poor and we couldn't afford all the other stuff, which, I mean, I get because that's how we are now. But, or if it was just because she knew the benefits of water. I mean, she did tell me all the time the benefits of drinking water growing up. And so she drank water. I drank water. My dad was a sweet tea drinker, still is. So it's just always been my go-to. I'll put, sugar-free flavorings in it sometimes if I'm craving juice, because that happens. And sometimes I'll just have a cup of juice. I mean, I will, like if we're out, I'll grab like one of those little singles of juice. But y'all, even when I have juice, because I'm a water drinker, because I cannot stand sugary drinks, I have to water it down still like I'm a baby. So I do half the juice. I'll pour out half the juice into another cup and put half the rest of the fill up with water. So I always do half juice, half water if I'm having juice. But mostly I drink water with lemon, That's my go-to. Or some kind of, sugarless flavoring. I am loving the Pure Invention drops. If y'all have not tried that, you need to go to my page, click on my link. You get a 20% off discount if you use my code, Tina Arnold. Y'all, they are a game changer for real. I'll do a video soon of me drinking that for y'all and show you the container and what it looks like in the glass and stuff. But anyway, so making excuses for drinking sodas, it's never really been my thing. But I get it. Like, you're addicted to the caffeine, and people like the carbonation. The carbonation messes with my stomach, and the sodas burn. They burn me all the way down. So I do get that, people have trouble with that. So what I would suggest to people that are soda drinkers, because Johnny is big time soda drinker, but he's diabetic, so he has to have the 0 sugar. And a lot of people will say, I don't like diet drinks. They got all bad stuff in them, and then the other ones, they just say they don't taste the same. And I get it. Again, it's that taste thing. I get it. But here's the thing. It is taste, which you can adapt, over quality of life, which you can change, but you have to choose to do that. So what I would suggest is, if you are a soda drinker or a juice drinker or whatever it is, and you're having that constantly, and you're drinking your calories, and you're putting this carbonation into your body all the time, this caffeine, switch it out. 1 drink a day. So for dinner, instead of having your soda with dinner, have water with dinner, or with breakfast, or that nighttime soda when you're watching TV. Have water instead. Do that every day. Okay, so for the first week, switch out one of your soda drinks with water, and the next week switch out 2 every day. And if it's too much, go back to the 1 a day. And then the next week, try to do 2 a day. And just keep trying. Just keep taking baby steps, and you stay consistent with it, you will adjust, you will adapt, and you will start to make small changes that you can start to feel the benefits of. But if we make excuses constantly, then all that we're doing is giving ourselves a way out, a way to stay stagnant, a way to sit in what we've always sat in, which is what's the word? I can't think of the word, but you're just sitting still. You're not moving forward. You're not doing anything to benefit yourself. So yesterday I was having a discussion, and I've always heard this. It never clicked until this discussion yesterday. If we start today, okay, making changes, telling ourselves we're not going to allow ourselves to make excuses, if we start that today and we make small changes throughout our day, okay, if you can't do 3 healthy meals a day, you do 1 healthy meal a day, and then cut back portions on the others. If you do this every day for a year, you're going to see change. It's inevitable. You can't not do something consistently, making change to be better, and not see the change. But if you make excuses and you are inconsistent, you do it one day, you don't do it for 3 days, or you do it for 3 days and then you don't do it for a week. If you're inconsistent, you are going to stay frustrated. You're going to stay sick. You're going to stay hurting. You are going to stay where you are. It's an unfortunate side effect of excuses. But if you stop allowing that and you start saying, I'm doing this, I do not have to throw it all to the wind and do it perfectly from day one. That's unrealistic and it is not sustainable. But if I make small changes every day for a year, I'm going to see results. No matter what, I'm going to see results. But I have to stick to it. I would rather, me personally, because I've wasted so much time, y'all. I'm 43 years old. And I've been doing this since 2012. Imagine where I would be today if in 2012, when I started learning all of this, and I lost around 85 pounds, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I think not less. It was about 85 pounds. If I had continued that streak, I would be the healthiest I've ever been today. But I didn't, did I? I let life just chew me up and spit me out. And I made every excuse along the way. I'm depressed. I have 4 special needs children in one way or another. We were constantly busy, back and forth to doctor's appointments. I was on the road nonstop. It was just constant chaos. I don't have time. I don't have the mental capacity today. I've got to just lay here. I can't move. And then I don't want to cook. I'm so tired. Oh my God. I've worked all day doing this or this or this. Make no mistake, having 4 special needs children is a full-time job that you don't get paid for and you don't get time off from. So it was so much easier and so much more convenient to do drive-through or order in. And that's not healthy stuff. Let's face it. We're not going through a drive-through and asking for a salad. That is not happening 9 times out of 10. If it is, most of the time, it is because we've indulged all week and we need a break from that. So we're going for a salad. So it was so much easier to do that. And it's still, y'all, I still fight every single day, every meal just about. I fight with the want for convenience. I want instant gratification. I am instant gratification girl. I am the poster child for that. But I did that and it didn't do anything. I did that and it didn't do anything for me. It got me to 43 years old, still very much overweight. I'm getting older. Youth is no longer on my side. So, I'm finding out that I'm pre-diabetic. My knees are hurting. My ankles are hurting. My back hurts. I've got all this stuff that's happening. It's only going to get worse as I get older if I don't do something about it now. So, these are the things I think about when I'm thinking about, but it would be so much easier and so much more convenient to run to Little Caesars and pick up a pizza and just throw it down on the table and say, okay, eat. No, not doing that anymore. I'm not making the excuse of I'm too tired to cook for my family. So, I might not like it. It's going to drive me nuts because I just want to sit down and relax and let somebody else do the work for cooking the meal. But I'm not going to do it anymore because I am serious about my weight loss. I'm serious about my health, and I am serious about taking my life back. So no more excuses. No more excuses for me. No more excuses for y'all, hopefully. Hopefully we are all coming into this year, 2024, together on the same page. We are not going to say we can't anymore. We are only going to say, I can try. And then try. And then keep doing that. And every time you try, it'll get a little bit easier and a little bit easier and a little bit easier until you don't have to try anymore because you're just doing it, right? So, baby steps. Baby steps. No more excuses. No more I can't. I can try. I will try. And I will keep trying. And then I will start doing. And I will be doing. And I will keep doing. Right? That's where we're at. So, I hope y'all have a good day. I have some stuff that I've got to go do. I've got to go grocery shopping. Okay? Make your list before you go, y'all. Don't go do a blind grocery shopping. That's where you mess up and that'll get you. So make your list. Make sure you know what you're doing, what you're going for, and don't deviate, or deviate as little as possible from the list. So no impulse buying, or very little impulse buying. And I hope y'all have a great day, and I hope that you stay warm and you stay safe, and no more excuses, okay? Be strong, make good choices, get up and move. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.